What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Just wanted to dish on something, and I'm not trying to be a critical fucking asshole here, but Sarah Spain, ESPN Chicago, said Jonathan Toews is a once-in-a-generation player. I'm not trying to sound like a douchebag here, but you're wrong, Sarah. Now, maybe it's the cocktails I've had tonight, and, whatever, but this is the Power Play with CJ. If there's not cocktails involved, who wants to be on here anyway? Look. Toews, great captain. Big part of why the Chicago Blackhawks went from being the most irrelevant franchise in the NHL in 2006 to the, star attraction of the NHL right now. I mean, 3 Stanley Cups in the last 7 years, and there's a good chance they get number 4 this year. I just think about that and, what he's been able to do for that franchise. But, is he a future Hall of Famer? Absolutely. No one's going to argue that. But, I mean, are Anze Kopitar and to a certain degree Patrice Bergeron comparable players? Yeah. In terms of being great two-way centers that have, helped their team to end lengthy Stanley Cup droughts, yeah. Again, has Toews done it maybe a little better than them? Sure. But, and this goes, then the Toews-Crosby argument. Crosby is a legitimate generational talent. If you put Toews on the 2009 to 2016 last year's Penguins, I can't say in the place of Crosby. I can't say they win either one of them. If you put Crosby on the Blackhawks for the last, 9 years, I think they maybe win another cup, in the place of Toews. So that's how you look at it. I mean, I think Crosby's, the 2005 to 2015 generational player, once in a decade player, and I think Connor McDavid's obviously, this next wave, if you will. And again, there's so much great young talent in the league. I mean, obviously McDavid, Austin Matthews, Jack Eichel. I mean, Aaron Ekblad's done some great things in Florida. I know we've heard a lot this year. But the youth and talent in the NHL right now is at an all-time high. That's not it's a separate piece. I talked about that ad nauseum. But again, to suggest that Jonathan Toews is a once-in-a-generation player, he's a future Hall of Famer. Don't get me wrong. The best leader in the NHL, and so many great accolades have gone his way, and he's got one internationally, that's one in the NHL. No one will argue any of that. But generational, you've got to think about it. LeBron's a generational player in the NBA. Kevin Durant's a very, very good future Hall of Famer. I mean, maybe Durant's not the best example, but you catch my drift on that. There's generational, then there's what Toews is, and he's a level below. And I think, you think about on a macro level, the NHL and all the great players in the league, he's definitely in that elite percentage. He's just not in that top 1% of the top 1% of the top 1%. And, that's the reality of it. Bobby Orr was a generational talent. Wayne Gretzky, generational talent. Mario Lemieux, generational talent. Shit, I'll go so far as to say Eric Lindros for a hot minute was a generational talent because he was something the league had never seen before. Until, he also didn't see a lot of the hits coming either, so I guess those go hand in hand. But anyway, that's all I got this episode of the Power Play with CJ. I know the lighting sucks. Don't comment because I've got to turn another light on. I've got to change the light bulb earlier, so that's on me. Later, guys.